Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. I'm here to talk to you about an extra measure of safety that we can take as hunters. I feel like we have a responsibility, every time we go into woods, whenever you climb a tree, if you're hunting out of a tree stand, you always need to be connected to the tree. You want to make sure that you're safe. If you can, you want to get a linesman's rope. If you're hanging a stand, and use your linesman's rope. And then also you can use the lifelines now that actually connect at the bottom of the tree, and you can slide them all the way up when you climb in and out of your stand. And all of that is great, and that's definitely a step that everybody should be taking. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is an extra layer of that. And I know that a lot of people have probably heard the term of suspension trauma. And what tends to happen, especially a guy like me that's a little bit bigger, I'm not as, I can't pull myself up as easy as I used to. And, if I would ever slip out of a tree stand, I'd be able to, if I'm near the ladder or if I'm by my sticks, I probably could get myself back on. But sometimes the trees that we get in, or if you fall out, there's no way to predict which way you're going to be coming off of the tree. And if there's ever a chance that you would fall and not be able to kind of pull yourself back up, you're at risk of having what's called suspension trauma. And basically what that is that, your safety harness catches you, but then you're kind of stuck there hanging, and it's going to stop the blood circulation after so long. Now, every safety harness that you buy is going to have a suspension relief strap, and you should start with that. It hooks right onto the back of your harness, and it usually comes where you can kind of hook it back to this loop back here. So if you would ever fall, you would put that tether on, and then you could end up putting your foot in there and help you stand up until you get somebody to come and help you out. Now, the reason I don't have one on here is because there's this new device that I'm going to talk about. And again, I'm not affiliated with them. This company is actually out of Pennsylvania where I hunt, but like I said, I have no ties with them. I've heard of this product through just, reading some hunting forums and following some Facebook pages. And this is called the TreeStand Wingman. And what this device is it's something that's going to help eliminate that threat of suspension trauma. So basically, what would happen is if you use this device, if you would slip or you would fall, instead of you just hanging there, it's actually designed to lower you to the ground slowly, so that if you would fall out, you would just basically get lowered, along with that heavy duty webbing that they have. It would just lower you all the way to the ground so that you would be safe. This is my setup. You can set it up however you want. It actually comes with its own little carrying case, but I actually have it in a roll pouch. And what I'll do is I actually bring a tether into the woods. I have a lightweight rope that I put around the tree. And the way that this works, if you want to kind of come closer, I'll show you. What I do is once I get myself set up, whether I'm on the ground using the rope that goes all the way up and down the tree, the lifeline, watch your finger there. And what happens is you can do this hooking up to the ground, or if you're someone that has, this hooked up when you're in the tree stand, if it's in like a ladder stand, you'd put this piece on, and this right here, this device that comes with this long webbing, it's a heavy duty webbing. This is probably about 30 foot of webbing. And you can use this actually without one of these extra lines, but I just prefer to do it because it's easier for me to set up. But the way that it works is you're gonna actually take this device, you have adjustments on here. And again, this isn't a how-to video. If you wanna, click on some other videos, the company actually made some that shows you how to set it up. But the way it works is you're gonna clip in this top section, and that's gonna click right on your lifeline that you slide up the tree, or in my case, I'm hooking it up to my rope here. And then what happens is I'll tuck this away, and I'll usually put this like in my backpack. All right, so I'll just kind of set that there for now. What you do is, this is my safety harness. This is my normal thing that I would regularly just hook right onto here. But this extra layer, this TreeStand Wingman, you'll clip into this, and now I'm totally secure to the tree. And what would happen is, if I would fall, this is going to grab this Prusik knot, and then what's going to happen is it's going to hold me here, and then instead of me just dangling, this will actually pull down. I'm not going to be able to do it because you actually have to have a lot of weight on here. So if I would fall, the webbing would basically go through these little grooves, and this would lower me slowly to the ground. And you can actually you know, you might be sliding down too fast. If you actually pull on this or hold this when you're falling, that'll actually slow you down even more. But realistically, you probably wouldn't even have to do that as long as you have this thing set up right. But by having this extra layer of protection, I'm taking, you know, the risk of suspension trauma completely out of it, because now I'm just going to be lowered to the ground, and then you can reuse this again. If that would ever happen, this device, you basically would just take your time and you can kind of feed it through so that you could basically reset the TreeStand Wingman. But like I said, I know it's a lot. It's you know, an extra expense to your setup, but it's totally worth it, because like I said, suspension trauma is a real threat, and this is something that, you know, can help you eliminate that if you can. So I'll zoom in one more time just to kind of show you. That's the TreeStand Wingman. I believe on their website there's actually 2 different models, and you know, you can pick and choose which one is best for you. If you have any questions, I'm sure if you contacted the company, they would explain it, or they would, you know, get in touch with you and, you know, hopefully explain it to you a little bit more in depth. But like I said, you can also make some modifications to this. I know some people might worry about the metal sound in here, but just some simple hockey tape around your carabiner, you know, would help eliminate that sound. But like I said, this setup now, I know that when I'm set up in the tree, if I would ever fall, it's just going to lower me all the way to the ground. If you like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you would share this video, because I think if you share this and we can get this video, you know, out to as many people as we can, that just means we're going to help as many people as we can. So again, this is the TreeStand Wingman. It's something that I use every time I get in a tree. I'll use it just with this rope, and I'll also use it with a lifeline where I can hook it at the bottom and just slide my Prusik knot up into a ladder stand. I can do it into, you know, the lock-on stands. You can do this with a climber as well. I know the big craze now is the saddle hunting, and I'm not exactly sure how this would work, but I know, you know, all the saddle hunters out there, you're very crafty, and there's always ways that you kind of make things work. So I think that this would be another extra layer of protection, even for somebody that would be saddle hunting as well. So like I said, I appreciate you clicking on the video. Stay tuned. Hopefully, we just had our first hunt of the year today, and Dad saw a buck, I saw a doe, but nothing came in close. But it's only the first day of the season, so stay tuned to my channel, and hopefully we'll get a couple videos up there of us putting down some deer. All right, everybody, thanks. Take care.